Ready, Dave? All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Put your hands together. You glad to be here tonight? Thank you all so much. I am Antonio Edwards, and I have the pleasure of working with these young people today. So thank you all so much for coming out on tonight. About our Your Best Voice program. Your Best Voice program was started by Antonio Edwards in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic to reach others and to make connections and heal souls through music. We started with 2 voice students and also had 1 youth who sang and played piano. August 9th, 2022, which is today, marks our 3rd in-person recital in the history of what I call Your Best Voice. And the second one presented at the Golden Strip School of Music. Can we give Golden Strip a round of applause? Thanks to Golden Strip School of Music for allowing us to use the space to share the love of music with our friends, families, and admirers. For all youth who are interested, and adults, please know that there are opportunities for collegiate scholarships in music and annual competitive events for students who decide to learn music as one of their disciplines. Please note that due to limited time, students of Your Best Voice who I work with directly are limited to about 2 to 3 per 90-day period. So just a little bit about myself. My mom called me TJ as I was growing up, so that's what my nickname is, TJ, Tony Jr. I'm a 2014 graduate of Furman University with a bachelor's in music education. I've been serving in churches and in the community since graduating college. Currently the director at St. Mark Church, and also I have the pleasure of serving with the 2019 Best of the Upstate Jazz Band, Jazzy Trinity. And right now serving as a middle school chorus teacher and piano teacher. I am married to Brianna, beautiful Brianna over there, and since 2015. Yes, and together we have 2 sons, Antonio and Braden. So I'm blessed to work with these students. I'm going to start a program tonight with a song by the late great jazz pianist, Mr. Chick Corea, and then we're going to introduce our students. So this song is a Spanish song called Armando's Rumba. Thank you very much. That just to give you a little bit of insight to Chick Corea. He was in the middle of starting another album, and he was doing a lot of working with students, just as myself. And we found out that he died suddenly in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. We're not sure exactly what he passed of, but if you look at his dates, he passed in 2021. So that's dedicated to the late great Chick Corea. Next, we're going to introduce Antonio Edwards III. Antonio is a rising fourth grader student in Greenville, South Carolina. He enjoys playing video games and sports like football, basketball, and baseball. He also plays the drums with his dad at church. He attends St. Mark United Methodist Church. He also won an award as mathematician at his school. Antonio is also an honor roll student. Welcome, everybody. Antonio Edwards playing the Funeral March by Friedrich Chopin and Moonlight Sonata by Ludwig Beethoven. So, funny story, when T3 first started playing keyboard, I would label the notes on his keyboard, and I just knew he was so ready to play. And this is about 2 years ago. We came on up here. I said, "All right, 3, it's time for you to play your song." And then he looks at the notes. He said, "I can't play this thing." I said, "How come?" He said, "Because you don't have the notes labeled." I said, there's no notes labeled on a real piano." So he's come a long way. Let's put our hands together one more time for him. There's no notes labeled on this piano, and so we're glad that he did put in the work this summer to learn some more music. All right, so we're going to introduce our next voice student whose family was actually connected by we the Jazz and Trinity band actually played for this family's the mother and father's and grandmother and grandfather's anniversary in Greenwood, South Carolina, and so got a call one day from Miss Stephanie and said, "Hey, you play for my parents, and I would love for you to work with our son. He's talented, but we would love for you to work with him as his piano teacher." So amazing thing with Zoom and everything that's been going on lately. He lives in Connecticut, so we were able to do his lessons via Zoom this entire time. So this is my first time meeting this young man in person, and it's amazing what technology can do and how much you can grow using the technology. So Xavier Pickens is a rising fourth grader from Weathersfield, Connecticut. He loves visiting his family in South Carolina. He also enjoys basketball, kickball, and video games. When he grows up, he wants to be a robotics engineer and an NBA player. So here is Xavier Pickens playing Sonata in G major by Johann S. Bach and the blues progression and the blues scale over the blues progression. Once again, Xavier Pickens. listening to that, thinking about, I was saying, that's a second coming of Ray Charles right there. So that's how Ray and so many others, musicians and artists, got their start, learning about those things. And so with the different, learning the different genres of music, I love classical music because it teaches you how to use your lines and the dexterity in your scales and stuff like that. And blues and hymns teach you about chords. All right, and so we have some more persons who are interested in getting started with me in September, and in the next phase, I believe, because I'm very rooted in church as well, is to start teaching the kids about hymns and things like that. You know, songs of the church, so that they can be educated on that. That's how I was educated. My grandmother, who's sitting in the audience, took me many days, and my mom took me many days to the piano teacher up the street from my grandparents' house, and so I was trained in hymns. So I have a few that are interested in that, and that's going to be the next phase of what we're going to be working on and teaching, which is the hymn arrangements as well. So our mission is to strive to provide cultivated musical experiences for people of all ages to experience and develop their gifts of music. To learn how to support our efforts, please contact TJ at 864-735-0184. And at this time, we want to recognize those who have come out and supported. So if you are a family member of Antonio III, if you will stand, and let's celebrate you with a round of applause. Antonio III. Thank you all so much for being out. My aunt is out today from Greenwood, South Carolina. Thank you so much for coming out. And if you are a supportive family member of Xavier here, will you please stand, please? All right. Thank you all so much. And I think they're the furthest travelers. You all have been here a while, but live in Connecticut, correct? That's right. Where do you live? Charlotte. In Charlotte. Charlotte. So you have some amazing support here, sir. So you're doing a wonderful job. Lawrence. Yes, Lawrence. Lawrence is in the house with. Thank you all so much. We have something that we would like to present to these young men. This is a. All right, and I'm going to read the card here. Xavier, if you will come around. A couple little treats in there for you, sir. And it says here, just a little line or two to bring my warmest thanks to you. Thank you, Xavier, for being in our 2022 summer recital, Your Best Voice. Keep striving for the best in all you do. Xavier, look that way, Jamal. All right, and then Antonio, you come forward. All right. Just a little line or two to bring my warmest thanks to you. Thank you, Antonio, for being in our summer recital. Your best voice. Keep striving for the best in all you do. From your dad, Antonio. Thank you all so much for being out today. Let's thank one more time the Golden Strip School of Music, Mr. Dave, for this will be available. If you want access to this recording, this will be available as well. You just get with him on how to get access to it. Thank you all so much for coming out, and you all have a wonderful night. Thank you.